Watch what grows, and when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world. Watch what grows, and when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? Oh, we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear all to say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above, and if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world. Watch what grows, and when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world. Watch what grows, and when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. 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 We paint miniatures.
And we are live. It is Shoshie from Shoshie's Minis. How are you? Welcome, everybody. I am adjusting my sound, and we today are painting Dragon King. I've got his arms right here, and here he is. He's humongous. He is big. So I'm painting. So this is going to be on our Shelf of Shame bingo. Dingle Schlingle. Hello. Good morning, Jimmy47. Hello. Is it morning? It must be in Australia. Yes. So, so this is Dragon King. Let me go show you overhead how he looks. Ooh, he's big. Look at that. He's smiling. Cheese. I know. Shush. Lamunis. That is not small. Let's just show you in comparison. Here's a Kingdom Death mini. Here's how small he is. Cheese. Hello, Miss Half Damage. How are you guys? So I had 2 people take advantage of their so you guys know that when you subscribe at the tier 3 level, you get a half-hour video coaching with me, and so I just so happened to have both of the 2 people who Because the deal is you got to contact me if you have a tier 3 and let me know you want to do the coaching. Otherwise, it's just like, I assume you're so busy that you can't do the coaching, you just want to do tier 3. Okay, so they contacted me, they set up the coaching. They just so happen to both want gray skin. And so I grabbed this guy off the shelf, and it's funny because I didn't have a scheme for him, but I'm kind of in love with this gray. Good afternoon, Teviston, the War Mistress. And by the way, thank you so much for that follow, the War Mistress. I noticed that you did that before we went live. I really, really appreciate that. Hello. Yes, and so yes, I've fallen in love with the gray, and look at how nice it looks. It looks alive. And I'm gonna show you guys how I got that and how you can possibly get it yourself. I'll show you. What? Lamunis? That's gross. 30 Studio, hello. All right, I need to get out a palette, and I did not prep one, oh my goodness. So what I do, luckily I have the colors that we used for the original. So I'm gonna just get a fresh sponge and everything, because sometimes those sponges, if you let them sit for a while, they get a little rank, and that was what happened to that one. All right, bear with me. I gotta go grab another new sponge. There's my palette paper. Do I have any? No, I gotta go over here. Give me 1 second. Okay, can one of my mods do Redgrass Games? I think it's exclamation point Redgrass. I think that's what it is. So you guys know I'm sponsored by Redgrass Games, and I actually have an affiliate link so that if you feel like you want to buy one of these, do it through my link and I get a little kickback, because that is another way you can support the stream. Plus you'll get an awesome palette out of it, which I love these things. So this is the Everlasting Wet Palette Hydration Foam, long-lasting, naturally mold-resistant, unless you're like me and you leave it constantly wet constantly, which you shouldn't do. You should let it dry out every now and then. Valthorn, how are you? Ready for your ReaperCon class? Awesome. No, ask the questions, Valthorn. I won't mind. Which class did you get? Robosh 76, hello, good evening. Lamuna says, I just got my Joan of Arc Kickstarter, 15mm scale. The wing is half the length of my forearm. Holy cow! I'm just gonna saturate this sponge with some water. It needs to soak in a little bit. It's gonna take a second because this thing is really dry. Says, oh yes, there we go. That's my little affiliate link. So if you want to get one of those palettes, they are also hopefully have some at ReaperCon. I'll have ReaperCon. I'll have palettes, and I will have the sponges and extra sheets too. These hydration sheets are fantastic. Okay, this is getting. See how it's still stiff? That's because that's how dry it was. It needs to soak up more water. Okay, while that is soaking, I want to, oh my goodness. I want to show you guys something. So I'm doing a commission / kind of a promo video for Chimera. So the commission is for Lamunis, and it happens to be a video that was sent to me by Chimera, or not a video, a model that was sent to me by Chimera. And it's the Naoti, I think that's how you say her name, from Chimera. And here she is, and she's so pretty. Now I'm working on trying to get more, see, that looks great on camera. Why can't that look so good? It looks streaky to me in real life. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of streakiness on her back too, and I gotta fix that. Your local game store carries red grass. That's fantastic. That is awesome. And so, but anyway, we're trying to get her skin tone to look like Zenyatta from The Greatest Showman. In fact, this whole look is going to be based on Zenyatta's look in that movie, and I'm excited about it because I really love this figure so much. So that is where we're going with her. She's a beautiful, beautiful little figure. I did airbrush some of the skin, but now I'm trying to hand paint all the details. Not quite where I want it. Yeah, it's getting there. So hopefully we'll get there soon enough. I want to get at least the skin tone established before we start painting her on stream. And we'll paint her on stream next week. Okay? Balthorn says the Night Owl flesh tones on Thursday. Oh, yeah. I don't have the class as yet. The tickets aren't on sale. Oh, you'll be F5ing. Okay, that's funny. Well, just, you know what, show up anyway if you don't get a ticket, because you just never know. Somebody might just flake out and decide to, you know, that they didn't want to go after all. I don't think so, but you just never know. So, all right, that's good. See how this is expanding to fill the tray? This thing will eventually fill this entire tray. I'm trying to stretch it out a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's a little warped now. All right, let's put this hydration sheet. You do not need to get the entire hydration sheet wet. Just make sure that there's no bubbles. And then what I do is I take my finger around the edge, because the sponge isn't completely done. It's not wanting to stick. I just get the edges of the hydration sheet wet, and that's it. Because that will hold it down. And then I kind of try to smooth out the wrinkles, because if you don't have a flat sheet, it will kind of start drying out on you. The paper will. It's kind of the surface tension that keeps things wet. Hello, Fear. How are you? Fear GFX. All right, we're ready. I got a nice schmutz spot already. We got a paper towel. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. We're ready now. And I'm going to pick a big-ish brush to start. And let's see. Okay. I got my, whoa, I just dumped a bunch on the floor. Did I dump any of the ones I needed? No. Good. All right. There's another one. Petroleum gray. I'm just going to be pulling out some of the colors I'm going to need. Black leather, definitely need that. We're going to take out a little white. Here we go. What's this? Flat black. You just never know. Sandalwood. This color is going to look amazing on this, all right? And then maybe a little violet, maybe. All right, now I'm going to throw that back down. I need this blue. This is Arctic blue. And then I think I needed one more color. Let me see. Yes. We need, hello, Hambone714. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. How are you? There we go. Moonray Flesh. And then that one other color. It's like an orangey color that I've been using on my skin tone. There it is. It's on the floor. Floor paint. Oh, that's the wrong one. I guess we could use that. So it's Rosy Flesh, but there was an oranger one that I had. Let me, ooh, that was bubble wrap. So I need to do a still studio clean out, you can tell. There it is, it's under my desk. Sometimes getting ready for things roll under the desk. There it is. It is Heavy Orange by Game Air, and it's a little bit satin. And it is pretty orange. You'd be surprised at how that looks thinned out though. Here says, I'm finishing up my Huskar bust. Need to finish the eyes, kind of messed those up again, and I'll be lurking to steal your recipe for the skin tones of the dragon. Yes, this is going to be a lot of fun. This is a humongous model, so we're going to be working on this a lot. Okay. The important thing to remember, oh, and we need one more color. maybe. We need some inks is what we need. I had some inks. We need a black ink and we need, let's see. I have a purple, Shoshie violet, and I just probably put my black ink away. Where did I do with it? Okay. Did I stick it in here? It's so ironic that I always try to like clean up my desk before we start, and then I'll put stuff away, and then I'll like, where did I put it? Because I'm a piler, not a filer, and so that means that typically, wait, is that it? Nope. We'll get out a little bit of Arbuckle's brown too. So we'll make it work. The black ink is, I know will turn up while we're streaming. We can always find another one. Hey Maroon, how are you? Just getting out the color palette for the dragon. He is humongous. All right, so the first thing, I'm gonna use just a cheap old little craft brush because I have lots to cover here. Look at all this body and muscle and stuff. He's crazy. Okay, and it looks like I didn't take I didn't take my time putting him together. Kind of looks like he is my personal, I don't think I can break that. He is my personal piece, so it's no huge deal. He's mostly just to play the game with. Hey Batphobe, how are you? Girl painting. Althorn says, you're my only hope. 2 years, multiple classes on skin. You still can't do it to save your life. Okay, well watch this tutorial here, because also, even though it's not a natural skin, it's still gonna teach you something, right? I just don't know what I did with that black ink. I bet you it's on this. Hang on. Did I just find it? No. Ooh, I do need this though. Or did I already have it out? Let me check. Eclipse gray. Oh, no. Yeah, I need this eclipse gray. There's one other gray that I need. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I found my blank ink. That's awesome. All right, and the other gray I need is probably in this box. So sorry, I was not more prepared. Here we go. Is that it? Graphite gray. I think that's it. I think it is. Might be another one in here. Yeah, that might be it. Ooh, no. I think that is it. Okay. All right. Let's go. So the first two grays I had are a light and a dark gray. I'm gonna put these on my palette. Yep. Oh, I don't know if that's the right gray. The other gray I had was a lot lighter. Let's see. There it is. There it is. All right, I'm gonna put that one on this. There it is. That is it. See that gray? See how blue that is? I don't want that. I want it to be more neutral. Nixed and Minis, we're doing the gray. It's all your fault. You and Darth Molinex are the ones that got me to do this actual tutorial. So now you'll have a video of it just like you asked. All right, so I'm not probably gonna use that one, but I do need this one. This one is petroleum gray. Watch how much more purple this one is. See that? I like that color a lot better. So see how blue? But let me take that one off. I hate wasting paint, but I just don't need this color. Let's see if I can pull the lid off and put it back in. Be right back. You need to walk to the store to buy some super glue. Okay. That's funny. All right, picking up paint so that I'm not wasting it. That is the most important thing you came here for, right? All right, we're almost done. Good. That was actually quite a lot of paint. I was surprised. I'm attempting to get this brush relatively clean without using my water too much. There we go. This is quite the revelation. I know. How did you just pull the lid off like that? They, so they all have a little thing, and if you just wiggle it back and forth, it comes out. All of them have that. They're not really sealed. They come sealed when you get them. The top of the bottle is not punctured. That's what they mean. You're glad that I'm doing this dragon. All right, so I'm starting with this gray right here. This is the petroleum gray, and then my lighter gray is right next to it, and that one is, which I just said it, oh, here it is. This one right here. I'm going to throw this one back into the box. This is graphite. And the graphite is scale 03, and the Eclipse Gray is scale color 16. I've got both of those on my palette, and then I'm going to mix a mid color right here. I just put some water on my palette to kind of help things mix together. I'm going to mix a middle color that is going to be our primary dragon tone. That's our main dragon tone. We're gonna do lots of wet blending because this model is huge, and huge models I like to wet blend. That way I'm not spending forever on them. You can also take a small BB and throw it in the bottle. Yeah, exactly. You want to do that with, I mean, I did that with almost all mine. So petroleum gray is a brown. Interesting. It is it says petroleum gray. It's a really dirty, desaturated, dark brown, if it is a brown. But I like it. We're using it. Whether you need, well, it says gray, so I'm gonna say it's a gray. Yes, I'm painting the Dragon King, Any Minis. How are you? All right, we're just gonna start throwing paint on it, and like I'm trying to get it on there as fast as I can. And the reason being is we're gonna be wet blending the heck out of this guy. Right? Wet blending is fast, and I like fast. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit more of the lighter gray as I'm getting toward the top. See how we're wet blending it in? And I'm a little bit lighter on the arms here. Now I can just blend that in with this mid color. I gotta make sure these match. Let's see, did that go there? Yep, okay. It's not painted on the back anyway, so that's fine. I'm gonna use a little dark here because this is underneath his arm, so that's gonna get darker. Let's try to wet blend that in. Vallejo needs to do that. AK by Mig uses the small balls. Ah, okay. All right. Getting all the little details in there. Again, this is my mid color. And it is a kind of a purpley gray. Can you see that? Look at how much we've covered in a short time. If you got an airbrush, it might even be a little faster than the airbrush, you know? You just don't know. I like to use a big brush and then get all those colors in there. So now I'm using the dark. This is the dark gray down here. I already did airbrush the chest cavity, and I did that with white and then fluorescent pink over the white in a small bursts. Okay, so that I already did. That was like one of my priming. That was one of my priming preps. Okay. Let's get all this. It dries a very dark brown. You found that by accident. Okay, I believe you. And look at that. I'm already getting my hands on things. That's not good. I don't know if I agree with you, Valthorn. Because I used it on this, and this didn't really dry brown. This is brown up here, but that's because I used the black leather on it. Everything else is gray. So, I don't know. Maybe you got a weird bottle? Sometimes, I've heard that sometimes they're not totally consistent from bottle to bottle. I've heard that rumor. Okay. And I think I need a glove. I think I do. I'm gonna put a glove on my non-paint hand. Hello, Year of Shorty, how are you? It looks good already? We haven't even done anything yet. Okay, things are drying so fast. We need to get in there with that lighter color right now. Okay, try to get that lightened up. All right. And I'm just kind of trying to overbrush it a little bit. We're gonna get in there with the sand, what is it, the sandstone, and we're gonna make the magic happen. Okay, so we got that base color on there. I think we're ready to show you the next step. Because it's a big model, you gotta work pretty fast and work in sections. So we're gonna work in sections on the model. This is sandstone. It's sort of a desaturated skin tone, kind of a sandy, I don't know if sandstone, mauve, I would call it mauve. Wintertide Wolf Studio, Mad Love, how are you? Thank you so much for that raid. Guys, give Winter a follow. He is also doing the challenge with me, the Shelf of Shame bingo. Do exclamation point bingo in the channel and you'll be able to see. All right, so watch this. This is the sandstone, and I'm gonna just, like I said, dry brush a little, not dry brush, but kind of wet blend. We're wet blending, okay? Unfortunately, I'm seeing that, there we go, we got a mid-tone there. Hi, Bone Kanashi, how are you? Winter says, Shoshie, I have a story to tell you. I messed up a highlighting the skin, so I turned almost yellow, but somehow your color guidance blended it back down, and now it looks great. So thank you so much for your amazing help. Also, I may or may not have freaked out when I saw your Dragon King. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Tell me what you mean. So I'm trying to get in here some of the lighter colors of the dragon. We didn't get the shadows in, did we? We need to put those in right now. I did not get my shadows. This is my shadow color right here. That was the graphite. And again, we're just wet blending it in. Just mush it. Mush the colors together. Good freak out. I love this mini. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm just gonna try. I'm just excited to be able to paint it because it's been on my shelf of shame quite a while, and it is about time to take it off, right? And it's just humongous. It is humongous. So we're hopefully gonna get credit for the paint something big. There we go. Okay. We're gonna do a whole section, and that way you can see how I'm gonna do this. And then it's gonna be kind of rinse and repeat for the rest of it. All right, I need some of the Moonray Flesh on my palette. Oh, okay. I need to get a pin for my palette. There we go. I just started keeping one of these tacks with the little magnet on it next on my painting lamp. And that way I can open up my bottles pretty quickly while I'm on stream. All right, there's my Moonray Flesh. I'm gonna put a good amount on that. And I'm gonna use a little bit of my sandstone and my Moonray Flesh together. There we go, we get that. So the sandstone, the Moonray Flesh is satin. So it will have a little bit of a longer drying time. Okay. You see how the pink makes the gray. You don't want to use like a tan or anything. We figured this out the other day. You don't want to use a tan for the skin tone, or else it will come back and it'll look dead. Okay? You don't want that. You want a pinkish kind of highlight for your guy. Hi, English, how are you? He is massive. You can't wait for the dragon goblin. Oh my gosh, can you imagine trying to paint that on stream? That thing is humongous. That'll be crazy. All right, I'm getting there. I like how he has so much texture on his skin. Actually, when a model is this textured, it makes it easier to paint, not harder. There we go. A little bit of this pink right here. Let's see if I can just use the pink by itself right there. Oh yeah, because it's already on top of the gray that I just put down. All right, no sound at all. That's no problem. Model newbie, check your points. I just got your points changed. So that is awesome. Let's see, middle color right here. I'm going to try to blend this in. Get a little dark again, back down in the crevice of his leg. This is going to look like a hot mess for a minute. I'm going to take my glasses off real quick, and wet blending is, we're going to mush these colors together now. There we go. Get a decent blend. Yeah, he's kind of getting there. Let's mix this and this. Get our mid-tone again. And then again, our sandstone color right here. A little bit lighter, a little bit more pink. I'm keeping my lighter colors, trying to keep them, on the apex of the model. This is the darkest color right here, right there. Okay, that looks good. See how I feel like that's mostly well blended. Let me check that. There we go. All right, I need to check chat. Rumbo, hey, how are you? I'm not using any retarder. I probably could. It might actually make things a little bit more difficult with how I'm trying to. We'll see. You know what? Maybe we'll use retarder on the other parts. You'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about. I have a lot of paint in my brush right now. Let me see if I can do a good rinse. Shoshie, let's see. Rumble says, "Is this your own Dragon King?" Yes, it is. If so, have you got any other models already painted that you have a color theme for the big guy? I do not. Nope, I'm winging it with this guy, and we'll see what happens with the rest. Yeah, I had to blend that right there. Okay. All right, so this part is now dry. Let's see about doing some glazing. So I need mostly water to do a glaze. This is gonna hopefully be a pink glaze. I'm gonna put the paint on fairly thick, right? And that's the other thing is when you're wet blending, you're not thinning it whatsoever, but when you're glazing, you're thinning it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna try to use this brush. This is one of the hobby brushes from Slow Fuse. Okay, it's not moving, so what do I do? There, that's much better. See how I just kind of feathered the edges out? I had to get the brush a little bit more wet. Feather that a little bit. I like that. Let's see if I can do that again over here. More water. Bear with me when I don't have my glasses on. You need to do @Shoshie's Minis so that way I can not miss your texts. So that will go up in his. I'm gonna have his head and neck be much more light. I like that. The whole idea behind the pink, don't use tan, is that we're giving him a little bit of life, right? Let's do a little bit more pink again over here. And then I'm feathering it in to the rest of the model so that it doesn't have any crispy, I like that word, crispy edges. I don't want the crispy edges. Okay, he's looking really pink. It's a little different from this. We're almost there though. It's looking good. I'm just working on my blends. All right, I need to check chat. We can see that we're starting to get our volumes. Archie Bauer says, will you be trying out the new contrast paints? Oh, heck yeah. I don't know when, because I don't know when I'm gonna buy them, but I'll definitely try them for sure. All right, I'm gonna go, let's do a smaller brush again. We're gonna do some little bit of detail shadow working, little detail layer. This is a 2, it's still big, but it's not crazy big like these other ones have been. And we're gonna we need some even darker colors like black leather. We need that dark contrast. And this has some red in it also because it's a dark purple. Winter says, I updated your bingo card. Now you have a link to it in command and it will auto update now. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Winter. All right, I'm gonna take my black leather and in all of the deepest crevices, see how I'm going in here by his spine. That's where all the darkest bits are. And there's another spot over here. Gonna kind of, the studio is super dry today. I'm not sure why. Could probably use a little retarder in my brush. And I'm just kind of feathering around. Muscles, here's a little bit more of that petroleum gray over the top of that. Because it was looking really red and I don't want it super red. All right, now I feather it. Feather it so no, you don't have any no crispy lines. This is a watercolor technique. And it works great for, it's basically glazing. We're glazing it out, feathering it out, whatever you want to call it. Okay, a little bit lighter over here. This is with the moonray flesh over that piece of muscle, and then on the apex, so each muscle is its own little shape, and so you got to think about where's the highlight on that shape. And so I'm going to do that one right there because I really want him to look like a lighter gray dragon. See, there we go. Yes, make sure you put at Shoshie's Minis. First, oil feathering, now watercolor techniques. You love learning here. Ah, thank you. All right, so this one is another kind of roundish shape up here. So there we go. See how we're getting lighter? Feather it, feather out the crispiness. Now that got really pale white, and I don't mind it. It's a little streaky looking, but we can fix that, and I'll show you how I'm gonna fix that. But I'm just gonna blend that in for now. Let's add a little bit of sandstone to it. That might fix it, but it's still wet. I wanna wait. Okay, I'm looking at my arm. Look at how much wider that arm is. We'll go over onto this shoulder so they match. So what did everybody do this weekend? Anything fun? Anybody got any adventures you want to tell the chat about? Any, relaxing weekend type things? Did anybody get any painting done for their shelf of shame? Hopefully the answer is yes. You're supposed to say yes, Shoshie. I got lots of my shelf of shame painted. That's the goal anyway, right? See how that came out? I really, really like that. That looks good. Okay, so that means I want a little bit more of that lighter color in some spots. Yeah, that needs to be probably even wider. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Good, good. I know what we did here. It's starting to blend together a little bit. It needs to be much wider. We need to get out some of this. This is Arctic blue. And watch what happens when we do this. Hey, cat herder. Oh wait, yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Cajun Mage. Looking at my new airbrush for an hour, and then I got scared to try and use it after fear of ruining your models. So, cat herder, what I did, I actually did a lot of practicing, and look what I did. I just practiced on paper, trying to get the spray down. Okay, so lots of practice and trying to get it just right. So that's what you should do. Don't practice on your models. Okay, practice on paper. Once you can do, in fact, you can download. You can go on, I think, online and find airbrush practice sheets, and they have a thing where you practice circles, dots, and lines. And there's really, I mean, it helped me a ton. And once you get those circles, dots, and lines down, you'll feel so much more confident. All right, where are we going with this? Let's do a little blues. Let's do a little blue in here. There we go. I will go look for something like that. Yeah, I found it to be super, super helpful. So that blue kind of reads like a white almost. I'm not sure about that. I just want my my volumes to be there. Okay, I feel like I want to try my smoosh brush. This is from Rosemary Company. It's got a little, it's almost like a little bit of a dry brush. I want to try it. See if that might help me. Yeah, that's gonna help a lot. Yeah. I love a good dry brush because sometimes it's all you need. Look at how much smoother that is. Dang. And if anybody tells you that dry brushing is a beginner technique, tell them to talk to Bohan. He does dry brushing constantly. All right, I'm drying off some of the paint on here because I don't want too much. Okay. See, that's too much. Get back to gray. Get the mid-tone back a little bit. There we go. Sometimes you got to go 2 steps up and then 1 step down, and I think that's what I originally did to get that. That is so much better. Okay, now I'm going to show you something else that we did on this model to get this beautiful skin tone colors. We needed the Drucci Violets right here. So do you know how, like, when I do your natural skin colors, and then I'll, I don't know if I can get that out. There we go. Then I'll do a wash of, like you know, Reichland Flesh Shade or something, basically to blur all of those badly blended areas. Okay. So then we're gonna take another brush. Woo! There we go. I'm gonna thin this out, the Drucci Violet. I don't want it to be full strength. I need to add some white to it, or some water to it. Which has been twitchy. Oh, I'm sorry, Artie Wolf. It's been a while. I haven't seen you a ton. There we go. See how I'm going over this? It's also giving us that tint that we needed of kind of like an undertone of life, because the purple has red in it as well. Okay, more water in my purple. I need to thin this because I don't want it to be too strong. Just a little bit in the creases I can have it be strong, but I don't want it strong over the rest. I don't want him to be a purple dragon. I want him to be a gray dragon. Now look at how that is already drying. I'm pulling that around a little bit so that it doesn't tea stain on me too badly. Okay. Hi, Silvernail. All right, I'm gonna mute myself and then I'm gonna hair dry this and then we're gonna take a look and see how it turned out. All right, so let's see, mute myself. I think that's it. Nope, that did not work. All right, look at that. How beautiful is that? It is blended. It is basically hidden any of my bad blends. Because you're on more now when you're at work. Oh, because of my hours. No, that makes sense. Okay. Model newbie says may be able to afford legit materials soon. Possible new job. Is there a particular scale paint set or brushes that you recommend for beginners? So if you're going to get the scale set for beginners, they have an intro set that has a chibi with it, and it's got a whole guide on how to paint it and everything, and it's probably a really good intro set as intro sets go, because it's got all your basic colors, and then it has all the things that you need to like mix that for that model that's in that. So I would try that. Cat Herder says, if you're looking at a set of brushes, you might want to check out Creature Caster. They have good quality brushes at decent prices. Redgrass Games, again, I've got that affiliate code. Type exclamation point Redgrass. They have brushes, and also Spellcrow. That's another company that I'm sponsored by that has brushes. Hey, one wheelie boy. All right. Oh, I got the yawns. Okay. Now, let's see if I can get this up to kind of a whitish look. Let's see. So I'm gonna put small highlights first. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. That looks nice. Let's add a little bit of this blue. See what happens on that apex. See, that blue is gonna read as white. So that is good. That is perfect. Just like that. Same thing on this shoulder. I start out with the Moonray Flesh, and then I'll add a little bit of that. I'll add a little bit of that Arctic blue over the top. See, now we're getting each of the muscles. Now we did the Druchii Violet. I'm looking to see. I'm looking on here too. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. So just like my other skin tones class, we're gonna stick to, you know, the pinky parts are gonna be more on the spots where there's bone, like over here. Let's do light blue and the Moonray and see what happens. I just kind of think I want his spine to have a little bit more blue. There we go, because it really does read as white. Oh my gosh. First subscriber of the day, Lay Crasher just subscribed. Thank you so much. And you are at 5 months at Twitch Prime, with Twitch Prime. Thank you. Yes, hi for Lay Crasher. Thank you. Let's write down their name. There we go. And I think it's a 3, right? Yep. ASHER. This time of day, it's when my body's always trying to put itself to sleep. Let's see. See, now that looks so much better with that arm together. Lay Crusher, long time no see. How long has it been since you had cleaned that one brush? Green paint one. So how long has it been since you cleaned that one brush, the green paint one, on the Facebook post? Let's see, I think I posted that, I believe, on Friday, and I announced the winner today. I gave everybody a few extra days because I was really shocked how popular that post was. I honestly wasn't expecting people to read all the way down to the bottom of it. Yeah. The contrast looks super interesting. Good. That's good. That's what I want. Let's do another highlighted area down here. We're going to start with the pink. Actually, let's do this. I've got my white right. It looks really white. I'm going to take a little bit of this pink and just see what happens when I dust the top of that with my, ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. That feels naturalistic. Okay, let's do a little bit more of this color here. Get some of that. There we go. A little warmer now, huh? Not bad. Yeah, we'll save the cold parts for the extremities, I think. Your model is super great. Yes, you were talking about the new paint line? Oh wait, I'm so confused. Wheelie Boy. Oh, it is, yeah. So basically we went one step up, and then now we're gonna go, we put it back down with the sandstone. That's it, sandstone. So on this is the edge where the highlight goes, right? There, we're getting all those interesting bits highlighted there. All right, I think maybe there is some blue. Venom74DK, thank you for that follow. So I dropped another gray that back into my, oh, you know what I think it is? I know what it is now. It was a different blue that I was using before. Whoops, dropped my whole thing. This is it. It is a kind of a purplish. I had this color. Brain Eater Azure. Let's do a smidge of that. It's again another satin color. It's a lot of purple. See how purple that is? You see that? Let's see what happens when we use a glaze. We're gonna glaze it. Get my brushes. How long it had been? I honestly don't know, because I probably just stuck it back in my cup and didn't use it again because it was so gross. Do you know what I mean? All right, so here we go. This is the blue. We're gonna mix that with a little bit of that. Yes. And I'm gonna attempt, yeah. So this is the Brain Eater Azure plus a little bit of the ice blue. Back over the pink, we're kind of having different layers to make the skin tone seem more real. And I just encourage you, just play with things. Don't stick with one thing. Go back and forth with stuff. Okay? I like that. Do a little bit of that, mix with that. Ah, that's what I did. I mixed a little bit of Brain Eater Azure with this. That's how I got that. I like the kind of nuances that are going on there. It reminds you of Godzilla from Pacific Rim. That's a good point. Did anybody go see the movie? Don't spoil, but tell me if it's worth the money. If you're not so much of a you know, disaster movie / giant monster movie person. I'm not too much of a monster movie person, but this movie looked really good and I was kind of interested in it, so I want to know whether it's worth it. This is a little gray I'm putting back on here. I feel like it got a little out of control. Tell me. I know somebody had to have seen it. There we go. There's our mid color back. There, that's much more natural now. It's not quite so crazy highlighted like it was. So Model Newbie says it's hard to tell on my phone. Does it have veins? It does, and we're not going to paint those yet. But we do have, it does have those. We will be painting them, but just wait. There we go. Kind of trying to get that lighter color back up. There we go. All right, so let's paint the veins because this is a part that I think is kind of important. I think I need a little more of that Druchii in. So before we paint the veins, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see what I can do about trying to make those veins pop a little bit more by putting a little bit of Druchii underneath some of them, right? Because that way they'll appear more 3D and not like I'm drawing lines on him. I just take a little bit of the Druchii Violet and just kind of, too much in my brush. There we go. He has a lot of veins actually. That looks pretty dang cool already, huh? Okay, now I'm just going to use my Druchii Violet to go in here. Get the crevices in these skin areas. Oh, we got another subscriber, Dingo, 1359. Thank you for your subscription. That is awesome. Let's give some mad love to Dingo. Some hype. 3 months in a row. That is fantastic. Thank you. Dingo 1359. I actually saw a dingo when we were in Australia. It was in the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary. That's where we saw it. That was up in Brisbane, I think. No, in Queensland. That's what I meant. It was near Brisbane. Okay, look at how much of a difference that little bits of purple down in some of these areas. Let's get some more purples into those shadows. I feel that makes him look cooler. More alive. Feel that's looking beautiful. We need to paint his face next. We're going to paint his face next. Back to work. So no more sound. Okay. Do I have any advice for someone considering streaming? War Mistress, I guess consider why you want to stream. What do you expect to get out of it? You know, what do you expect to happen? I don't have a lot of advice for people who want to get into streaming. I honestly only got into streaming because my husband like told me to. You know, he's like, you already hang out online, you should do it on Twitch, you know, because I used to do these what do you call it, hobby hangout type stuff, you know. Ooh, I like that. I like how the spine is kind of coming through on his back, and this looks like kind of muscle wrapping around it, engulfing it. It's kind of twisted, huh? Looks good. So streaming is a job. I'll tell you that first. It's difficult to be successful at streaming. without taking it seriously. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a hobbyist and you just want to paint online, you know, and you don't want to work hard at building your stream, then don't expect a lot of followers, because it is hard. It is hard. So I guess before you get into it, think about what you're trying to get out of it, because you made, I mean, I think it'd be worth investigating. And also, you know, if you're like me and you don't do the tech part, you don't like the tech part, find somebody who you trust who does like to do the tech work to help you, because I don't know crap about how to do Twitch, but I know once you get on it, I know what to do then, right? And it's funny because I actually purposely, like, I don't want to know about how to, okay, now by the way, I'm using the Arctic White, which is that blue, to contrast all of the warm muscles. We're making the little veins and stuff pop out by being this kind of ice blue color. There we go. Yeah, I was gonna say that I don't have any interest in knowing how to do Twitch, because I don't want to teach it. It's not something I'm at all interested in doing. I just wanna teach painting, you know. That's what I'll answer any questions about painting. How cool is that look? That's starting to look dang cool. He's got lots of these little fibrous looking veins. I'm not gonna make them any more blue, because well, I could do a little bit of this azure. See what happens. Ooh, I kind of like it. Let's add a little bit more of that Arctic. See if I can get it. Oh yeah, that's good. Pull this around. See? There we go. Ah, I see a question. Lucy says, dope color palette. Are you the artist that did the Tyranid Hive Lords with the nasty veiny egg sac? Nope, I definitely did not, Floozy. I don't know who did that. So we are not going to mention other streamers on the stream, please. I don't often paint Warhammer. I like to paint it, but I don't like to pay for it. So when I do paint it, it's because somebody sent me a commission. It's usually when I'm doing that. I paint a lot of Kingdom Death, which that's what this is. This is Kingdom Death. And yeah, that looks good. I like that. Let's compare it to the arm. Yep. Oh yeah, those go together, wouldn't you say? Now, it looks like the last little nuance I'm missing is some of the orange that we had on the knuckle. And that is going to be this color right here. I'm only going to use this probably close to the spine where maybe a blood flow might be. Okay, let's see how that changes things. I'm going to thin that out so that it's much more thin. See. So anywhere on the skin over here, too. Okay. Oh, it's on Instagram. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I still don't know who that is. I don't know. That's a good question. All right, pushing that back a little bit. We're gonna thin that out until it's like nothing. I'm not loving it yet. Okay, yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Let's do another layer of this color on the bones. We're just gonna layer this up until we get the right look. I like it. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh. Okay, now taking this color, this is my hopefully final color. I'm gonna do another highlight of the veins to make them pop even more. On the ones that have the biggest. There we go, like that. The ones that pop out the most. Much better. There. Oh, yeah. That's what I was going for. We're going to try to get that whole look going on the whole model, which is going to be crazy. Okay. But look we got a big chunk done. Okay. Let's see. That looks good to me. All right. Shall we work on this arm, or do you want to see me work on the face? I'll let you guys choose. I think you're gonna probably choose face. There's some bad mold lines on that face. Right down the middle of his face, in fact. Let's see if I can do something about that. He's got a little, like I said, a little bit of mold line. That's much better. That probably won't show up underneath the paint too. All right. Oh wow, you can really see the veins. Yeah, doesn't that look awesome? And you can feel like kind of it feels more real down in there. Face please, and good morning, Belos. How are you? All right, let's see. What are we gonna do for the face? Let's get in some of my dark colors first. And my shadows, I've got lots of shadows down here. I'm gonna add a little bit of that red down in there as well. A little bit more of that gray, graphite gray. Do a tiny bit of this color here. Boom, 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 boom. Wet blending, lots of it. And now we can get into the other parts. Yes. Now that's lighter. Oh, I just found a nice place to get some shadows right in there. I like to paint those shadows in and then kind of brush over them. See, we could do this. See how that kind of keeps the shadow. More back here that's dark. Now, I haven't planned ahead, and I haven't thought about what I want to do with the, need more water. I haven't thought about what I want to do. Ooh, I like that. Happy accident. Yeah, I haven't decided what I want to do with the horns just yet. See how I wet blended that? I'm just going to assume that the light is on that side. So how have you been, Bulos? What have you been working on? I'm just gonna assume that most of his jaw and his head have bony areas that I'm gonna need to work with here. Okay, now that part's all dark. I'm gonna need to put a highlight down the middle there. Can you see what I'm doing? We're gonna wet blend all this together so you won't need to. There we go, see how that looks? And then the lighter again over here. I should have been using my bigger brush. Let me get my bigger brush out. It's gonna take way less time. Robosh, thank you for the follow. Ooh, yeah. Let's do that. See how fast that is? And because I'm not trying crazy to, you know, if I don't want to blend it entirely, I don't have to. I can add some more darks over here though. There we go. Now if I do want to blend, I'm going to switch brushes. I'm going to use this hobby brush again and kind of sweep it back and forth so that it doesn't have those, hopefully it doesn't have those brush marks. That's much better. Okay, so let's do, yeah. I'm gonna assume the whole top of his head is gonna be lighter. And then the darker part is gonna be down in here. Yeah, I'm just kind of mixing colors, kind of like a canvas painting. Especially when you got a model this big, you can literally canvas paint on it, right? So there we go. Okay. Got a good amount of our base color on it. Now, let's do some darks in here, and then we'll dry brush over that with the lights or a wet blend, depending on what we want to do. That's really going to be dark right there. He's almost like a shark, isn't he? Shark dragon. Okay. Get some of this blended a little bit more. I think it would be cool to do some kind of like pattern of some kind on the side of his neck, don't you think? Let me see if I can look up some kind of, let me look up some kind of shark pattern or something. Let's see, S-H-A-R-K. Silent Stalker 64, thank you for the follow, welcome. We're currently looking up a shark pattern, so maybe we can find something cool to add to this mini. CG Mini Painting is following, thank you so much. All right, I need my mouse, there we go. Images. I always try to get references for things. Interesting. When you look up shark pattern, you get some kind of webinar thing. That doesn't help me at all. Let's do shark skin pattern. Well, not quite. Nope. Here, gray white shark. There we go. Yes, that's what I wanted. Yeah, they do kind of have a cool pattern on their sides. I like that. Let's look at gray white, great white. Wait, how do I, I cannot say that. Let me look at that again. Oh, I must have missed it. Silent Stalker 64. Oh, I missed it. Tell me how do I pronounce your name? Because I would love to thank you for that. Willow says that he's not been up to much. Haven't been painting much, but you've been prepping resin figure. Going to be priming it today and sanding it. I'm not into painting at the moment. I think I've been trying too hard. Yes, don't compare yourself. The object of painting is to have fun. So if you're not having fun, you know, like you said, let it go for a little bit. Like, come back to it. Great white shark skin. There we go. Okay, so it's kind of like this. They kind of have like this ripply kind of pattern. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do something along those lines. I'm guessing. I'm making this up. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, you know? I'm using the pinkish color right now, the sandstone. I may regret this. That's not bad. All right, let me check back chat. Let's see. He's really good at showing. Yeah, I love showing how I do things. Please ask questions because I love teaching and I like telling people how to do things or how I'm trying to do something. Oh, there we go. Oh, kneeser slip. Wait, one riser slip. There we go. I think I got it that time. Is that right? Tell me if that's wrong. I think I got it. Okay, we got some patterning going on there. Bingo, one riser slip. Thank you. Thank you for following and welcome. I really tried to do a good job trying to get people's names right because my actual name is Shoshana. Shoshie is short for Shoshana. And I do not like it when people mispronounce my name, especially after they've been just told how to say it. That's frustrating. I try to make sure other people don't have to feel like that. Okay, I'm just mixing little bits of the light and the dark here. I don't like that. Never painted figurines before, but I'm researching to start. I saw you on YouTube. Well, that's awesome. Silent Stalker, if you wanna, you can feel free to message me or on YouTube or on here or anything. If you wanna, I can send you some websites of where you can get like kind of a, you know, like a starter kit that will help teach you how to paint. And also, I like that a lot. Let's move that all the way down into that part of the body. There we go. Let's keep making that more I'll make that more pink on the apex of that. See this terrible mold line? See this terrible gap? Don't do that. Don't be Shoshie. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been more careful. I don't know why I was thinking I was going to go fix that. Now at this point, I'm just going to hide it. I'm just going to hide it with paint. All right, we got to do this side is a little bit trickier because it's shadowed. So I think I'm going to add my sandstone in my, there we go. So make a darker version of the sandstone. Oh wow, Silent Stalker says, I literally just started researching this week, mainly because I got bored. Got a board game that has very detailed pieces, and I'm wondering how come they weren't painted, so I started researching if I could do it myself and discovered there's a whole world. Yes, yes, not only is there a whole world, but there's a whole community here on Twitch that will welcome you with open arms and, you know, help you get into this wonderful world of painting that we all enjoy. And I think I just read somewhere that people who do art are like calmer and happier. I think I've read that. All right, I'm gonna try, there we go, try to get some of this shark pattern going. Let's do more gray on this side because he is more shadowed. Just a smidge. Especially under here in this crease. Like I said, we're doing a technique called wet blending where I blend the wet paint into itself. And it's a very fast technique, which I like to paint fast because I am impatient. And so, but if I'm painting too fast and you want me to slow down a little bit, let me know. I'm happy to do that. All right, good. We got a good, cool kind of sharky pattern, right? We'll do a little bit of a dot here and a little bit of dot there. Sometimes I think the sharks have a little bit of that. That's kind of interesting, maybe. Try to make those more. A little bit more, less regular, I think. That's the issue that I'm having. Because there's no regularity, yeah, that's too much. Do I find the scale 75 in wet blends? Yes, I believe it's designed for wet blending. It blends like a dream. Let's get rid of some of these circles. I don't like them. I'm changing my mind. You can just paint right over them. Paint right over them if you don't like them. Make another pattern even. See how that's working? I like that. Kind of like that double pattern idea. That is cool looking. Okay, so there's still a lot to do on this part. Yeah, I have a subscription level that is, what is it? 30 minutes of coaching of whatever you're interested in. So if that's new techniques, or if it's learning to help, you know, paint a certain type of thing, I'm happy to work that out with you. I just have the caveat is that if you sign up for the subscription, that you're the one that contacts me to set up the coaching, because that will take, that way I know for sure that's what you want to do with that. Not everybody who does the tier 3 coaching wants it. Or sorry, does tier 3. Yeah, some people just want to help the stream. All right, I'm just going around my little pattern line here. I'm trying to blend this in a little bit. Make it interesting, make it look natural. That's the main thing. Cool, I think that's starting to look natural. I think a tiger shark pattern would look cool. Well, I've already started this, so Bullis, that's what I'm sticking with. All right. Hi, Trader Legion, how's it going? Let's get some of that blue in there. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, that's pretty. Put that blue over here again too, where the apex of this neck turn is happening. Get some more pink. See, we're getting nuances, blending, blending, blending. At least you get the idea of the palette, right? There we go. Trader Legions, I'm trying to get a replacement sprue for GW for the broken one. Oh man, that stinks that you got a broken sprue. Hey Amberden, how are you? I need another paper towel. Let's take a second, let's take a little break. It's 4 o'clock. We started at 2:30 and we're going to 5:30. So let's take a stretch break now. All right, everybody, let's do exclamation point stretch. And I'm gonna stand up, and yes, I'm short. It does not take me long to get out of my seat. I moved my camera a little bit, so now I'm like a little bit off camera. There we go. All right, stretch. Pop to backs. We're also going to take a second to drink some water. I know that there's some, I've got a plastic mat that I roll around on to keep the carpet clean. Works pretty well, but it's loud. Silent Stalker says, oh, hello. Okay, there's Trader Legion. At the moment, I'm stuck with the primer. I'm unclear if it's paint or something else. Primer is paint, but it's specially formulated to kind of etch into the whatever it's being painted on. Kind of like when you paint primer on a wall of a home. It's to help grab the paint that you're going to be applying to it. So that way it's less likely to come off. Because if you just put regular paint onto a model, it can chip off really easily without primer. Woo! Pardon me. I need a little cat yawn there. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, everybody get a cat stretch. There's an emote for those of you who have subscriptions to use for cat stretch as well. We used to have 4 cats. We only have 2 now. But in my old house, there we go. There's our cat stretch. Yeah, winter, awesome, Amberden. We used to have the cats be able to roam around. They could mess around with the stream at any point in time. And I had cat hair all over my models. Now we have a new house. We only have 2 cats. 2 passed away of old age. And yeah, so that we also moved our studio into our basement. Cats are not allowed in the basement, so there's like significantly less cat hair. The only cat hair that I get is the stuff that comes off my clothes. But we do have geckos. We have geckos, and we have gecko emotes too, which you can see if someone wants to post those. Cat hair. There's my cat hair emote. That was one of my first emotes. We had when I was still an affiliate. It's pretty cute. There's a gecko. That is Ginger Biscuit, and the one with the arms up is Peppercorn. I've got 2 African fat-tailed geckos in this tank here. And I'll tell you what, ever since I've moved them into that tank, neither one of them wants to be touched. They don't want to leave that tank. They love it. They feel safe there. It's a bummer because I don't get to play with them. I mean, you can't really play with them anyway. They really don't care for you. They really don't care for it. But it is nice that they like being in there. It's a really nice little bioactive environment for them, kind of natural. All right, it's time to paint. Let's get back to painting. I feel like that break was really good. I needed that. All right, overhead. Here we go. All right, let's take a moment to assess. Looks like, now, this is what happens when you just use grays. Look at how dead the skin looks. Now turn back over here and look at how alive skin looks here and here. Right? That looks alive. This looks dead. The reason why it looks dead is because there's the absence of our reds, right? Red, and this is something Alfonso Giraldes taught me in his color theory class. You got to take the whole class. I highly recommend it. You take the class and you'll learn all the nuances, but basically he made the explanation that even with non-realistic skin tones, that if you have little bits of red in there, see there's red with the purple, purple has red in it. If you have some red, you will be able to kind of give the illusion of something being alive, right? Even when it's not. So here's what we're gonna do with my pink. This is my salmon. I don't know, I keep wanting to call it salmon. It's more of a mauve, but the name of it is sandalwood. Sandalwood right here, and it's absolutely like a kind of a flesh tone. And I'm gonna take glasses off and I'm gonna just brush my sandalwood over the top of that, and then I'm gonna come back and take some of it off with a wet brush so that it's almost like I glazed it on there. And I'm gonna do the same thing in other places, where I'm gonna just glaze that life back into that guy, right? And I'm gonna take some of this purple here and down into the crevices of that neck right there. I wanted to give some depth with that purple. I'll flip it upside down again. And like I said before, I'm just kind of making this up. I don't really know exactly what I'm doing, other than I'm trying to make some kind of interesting pattern for the dragon. I'm gonna pull that down and make sure I'm on camera. Hi, Fear. I'm glad you're back. Artie Wolf says, too late. He's stopped that class. He's moving forward with an ambience class. Artie Wolf, tell me. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot he stopped that class. Do you know why? Is he just bored? He's probably sick to death of teaching it. Is that what it is? Oh, man. Well, then you still should take a class from Alfonso, because even if you're in an ambience class, you're still going to get a little bit of that color theory, because that's in everything. He's just not going to teach the detailed version of it. All right, so now we're going to go in here again with the shadows. Whoops, sorry about that. Camera bounce. Trying to get my shadows in here. That's better. All right. There's lots of creases in his neck, and I want to capture those, pretty much all of those. I draw the crease right in there, and then I feather out the color. Not with a dirty brush. There we go, that's better. We're already looking more alive, aren't we? How much more alive does he look now than he did? Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of this blue and just hit the apex of that bump right there, that little ridge on his neck. I like that. All right, so now I need this orange that I've got over here. This orange, we're gonna thin that out a lot. And I'm gonna put this in places. Let's do it over here. Let's just, that will add some life for sure. Do a little bit more down here. Do that, added a bunch of life. Smooth that out. Smooth it out so it's not crunchy. All right, let me look at that on camera, see how that looks to you guys. I'm sorry, I was completely off camera, wasn't I? There we go. It was 5 years, and you think he wanted to change it up. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a long time. I took it twice. I took that class twice. No, I lied. I took his non-metallic metal class, and then I took his, yeah, I love that. Loving that nuances. Okay, he's got like a bunch of little warty things all over him. We're gonna get all those. Sorry, stepped away. Nice shark neck pattern. See, that's awesome. He guessed it right away without even me telling. Some type of glowing effect in the chest. Yeah, we've already got the glowing effect. And let me tell you what we did for this is we airbrushed it black, and then I airbrushed white, and then I got the pink for the rest. And somewhere is missing this. There's like another part of his chest, which I gotta find. I don't know where it is. All right, but that's okay. I'll find it. It's in the studio somewhere. All right, well, what we were originally gonna do is I'm gonna mix some of this orange with some of this Moonray Flesh. It's the lightest color I have. And I'm gonna just go in here and look for these kind of little bumps and hit them with a light color. Now, this is 2 steps up, 1 step down. And so what we're gonna do is blaze it back down with a darker color. It's not gonna stay this color. I like that though. It's pretty cool looking. I have a bunch of these little bumps. And then I'm going to take my sandstone color. No, that's too... Let's do the gray. Let's do the gray over the top and see what happens. There, we hit that and then kind of almost blend it in. That's better, much better. What do you think? Oop, and then tap it. We can put a layer on it and then kind of tap it. Get that highlight back. That's interesting, huh? Do this one over here. I like it. All right, that neck's looking really good. Now let's see what happens when we add in that Drucci Violet. Remember the Drucci Violet wash we've got? We haven't even put that on yet. Let's water that down some. Let me check chat too with glasses on. Must take class suggestions. Oh, any must take class suggestions for a ReaperCon newbie? Gosh, my classes. No, but seriously, a newbie would be really like I'm teaching a basics class, so that is a good one. And then who else teaches a basics class? Rhonda Bender teaches kind of a how to level up class. So if you're not like a complete newbie, it's a great class to improve, you know, what you've already got. And she really just, it's a lecture class, but it's like such a great one because I remember I took it way early in my mini painting days and I just learned so much. Look at how much that did for that model right there, just that little bit of wash. And now I'm gonna use that same amount and spread that a little bit. See, it's blending it. It's kind of hiding my blends, which is perfect. Put that into the crevices because I've got my shark tone kind of pattern already. I believe that this line that's on a shark like this is called the lateral line, and I think they can actually kind of feel vibrations like hundreds of miles away with it, which makes this creature extremely terrifying. If that's what if he has a lateral line like that. He has a body in there too. Who knows what that is? I feel like you're between basic and intermediate. So then there's pretty much a lot. I mean, there's a lot of people that you can take classes with if you feel like you're intermediate. So some of my favorites are Michelle Blastenbride. She's my bestie. And she teaches a kind of like a blood, guts, gore kind of class. That's pretty fantastic. Who else is going to be there that I know is teaching? Oh, Josh Davis is going to be there. And I've not taken any classes from him, but I've watched him on Twitch and on YouTube, or sorry, not YouTube, on Facebook. And he and I are going to be teaching a tandem class about, it's going to be more of like a demo class where we demonstrate how two people can teach or can paint in completely different styles and still get a kind of a cool result. All right, that looks good to me. Let's do, not sure if this will go through, but this is your, go ahead and link it to Amberton. He'll post it. We allow moderated links. I think that wash is very strong. You might want to water it down a lot. You see, I come back and I highlight over it here, but I appreciate your suggestion. Yep, I highlight over it for a reason because I want that purple in there for depth and for also to kind of help my lines blur a little bit. I'm gonna get the darker color back. There we go. See, once I start painting back over the wash, see what happens is that we leave only the shadowed areas. Coming to the Netherlands, I am in 2020. think they have teaching at, I don't know, do they have teaching? Well, either way, we can sit and, yeah, and I don't know if they have teaching at Eindhoven in at World Model Expo. I don't know that they would ask me, to be honest. I don't know how that all works. I'm not Ben Kometz, so I really don't think that they would ask me. Like, I mean, I have never won like, I think I got a bronze at World Model Expo once, and I would imagine that they would only get people who who have golds. See, that's where I'm. See, now that I brushed over that, I know what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so now we're adding a little bit more blue to this side for the highlight again. All right, so part of the problem is that he is so big, it's difficult to kind of get a picture of what we're going. But this is basically the hand, see? And that's his neck. Okay, that looks good enough to me. Remember, this is my own personal model, so I can, figure out what I want to do as I go. Really like that over there. I'm gonna have a harder time getting the same thing on this side. Let's try it. That. There we go. Mainly because that's better. All right. There's the link. Let's go look at the link that Carlos Apep posted. Instagram. Okay, it looks like you made a copper dragon. Is that right? I think that looks pretty good. You got a couple pictures of him on your Instagram. So, you're very happy. That's awesome. I'm glad. The teeth and eyes came out really well. And I do think that once you get a little bit more trained in shading and stuff like that, you'll learn that you can actually shade a metallic paint with a non-metallic, and it'll actually pop out and look even more metallic. Yeah. Yeah, that would be great if I could teach. That's the thing, is that I think that's the other thing, is if I don't have my European citizenship, I won't be able to teach without a visa. And they'd need to be asking me that kind of question now if they were going to ask me, so that I could get all that together. And they have not asked me, so I don't think they're going to. All right, I'm going to use this salmon color and this. I'm going to try to get his gums in here. He is extremely shark-like, isn't he? Like that. Gotta get the right colors though. I keep mixing the wrong colors together. There we go. A little bit more of that. A little bit more water. You see how I'm kind of flipping my, let me do this. Let's see, how did I do that before? So I've got that crevice right there, right? And I'm painting it so that way there's saving this, respecting the shadows. Like that. And that way he has his beautiful, gummy, sharky smile. We can do the same on the bottom. Oop, I gotta flip him again. Need more of the sandstone. This part is a little bit darker, so I gotta go a little bit lighter to catch that. It's funny, I don't know if it's just Europe or if it's a worldwide thing, but people get funny about, they think that you have to win competitions to be a good teacher. And I'll tell you right now, teaching is its own skill, and you can be a absolutely fantastic painter and be a absolutely terrible teacher. So having the skill does not make you a good teacher. And you know, so I have a little bit of a teaching background, and I have an art background, like an actual fine art background. And so I feel like that makes a big difference. And maybe I'm not the best at competitions, but I can teach, you know, quite a lot. All right, so that looks good. I think I want, ooh, I just pressed something. What'd I do? Oh, okay. At first you were totally gagging for the cooler tone grays, but now that it's more warm toned in the shoulder, you're really digging it so much more. Yep, exactly. Exactly. It's the warm tone that makes you really like it. It takes a while to build up though. Same thing on the neck. It takes a little while. Look at this. This is how, I mean, this game is also a horror game, so it's kind of meant to look kind of creepy and gross. Which is, oh, I just noticed this. Holy cow. Can you guys see this crazy mold line? I guess this is Gap City, this model. Oh well. Yeah, I think there's just so much on the model to have to fix. I didn't have the patience for it. All right, now, let's see. We gotta go dark before we can go light on the teeth. Let's see, let's go really dark with this dark purple and see. We're gonna, like I said, we don't freak out. We're gonna go real light with the teeth, but we're gonna layer it up. We need this first. It's gonna look weird as heck. Yeah, it's from Kingdom Death. It's a horror game, and it's not meant for its pretty monsters. It's got pretty models for sure, but the monsters are really kind of freaky. Even this one is a little bit too. There we go. Okay. That looks good to me. Now that needs to dry. In the meantime, I'm going to put some purples into my shadows. Let's see, like Fear was saying, it's going to look dark, but you'll see I'm gonna lighten it up with my other colors. I just needed to establish that shadow in there. Now, see, that's really dark. All right, time to layer up. And we can add a little bit of the, yeah, like that. Get that sandstone on my brush so I can kind of blend these together here. All right, I'm gonna hit this with my hair dryer. Here says I'm gonna try that non-metallic metal shading on true metallic in one of my next projects. I got Dimitri from Kyle Ruddick, and he has great looking armor. Gonna kind of try that technique that you've seen Bohun use. Yes, definitely. He uses non-metallic as a base, and then he'll do the metallic over it. Yeah, you need to be a good teacher to teach. KTM is Gap City. This is kind of like looking at Bob Ross painting, but without the cabins and pine trees. I get that a lot. You know, it's funny because people say that all the time, and I don't know if that's because I'm relaxing to listen to, or what. All right, we're gonna hair dry this. All right, we're back. And let's do this overhead. Okay, so it did not dry nice. So we gotta do something, because I need to do, we're gonna do lighter colors over it. Hopefully this will look okay. Black colors don't give you a lot of depth, I'll have to say that. All right, I'm gonna start with the Moon Ray Flesh. Moon Ray Flesh for the teeth. All right, you're off tonight, Fear. Thank you so much for stopping by, and you have a good one. All right, I'm gonna hit each of these teeth. I'm just gonna paint this kind of slow, because I really think the teeth are incredibly important to him. I'm gonna use a little bit of this blue too. Get the opacity up. The blue is a flat color, and the Moon Ray Flesh is not. And so it's gonna make a big difference in whether something is opaque or not. See, that's so much more opaque just because it has a little bit of that blue mixed in the Moon Ray Flesh. Do that again over here. You know? Get a little bit more Moon Ray. And I'm gonna end up putting something around the teeth so that it looks like they're not so cartoony. That looks better, huh? There we go. Flip him upside down. Robosh says, I think it's the best way you can describe certain techniques in a way. Oh, I think it's the way you can describe certain techniques in a way that's easy to understand. That's really good. I'm glad that you said that. I've had that compliment a lot as well. People are like, I get I understand when you explain stuff. That makes me really happy when I hear people say that. Again, that is a part of teaching. Is a lot of artists, they know how they do something, but they don't know the why to explain it. I don't always know the why, but I often know how to say the how. I love that. I love that depth in between the two sets of teeth. That looks pretty cool. Let's add a little bit more blue. Let's do the blue down here. There we go. That's awesome. He needs some white. Let's do a little bit of white, just a smidge. See if it looks any more scary or not. Yeah, that is bright white. We'll just do the smallest highlights with white. Oh yeah. See, when you start off with an ivory or even that blue and then you add the white, it makes them look really even whiter, huh? That. Boy, I don't use white a ton and I don't use black a ton. It's because they have such an impact. I like that a lot. Okay, look at his face now. You can see the personality coming out, can't you? He has one. Photomaker, why is there a face in his chest cavity? Oh, he probably had to have like the heart of the dragon. Oh, I know why. But it's a spoiler. All right. Spoiler alert. That's the Dragon King. I don't know. I don't want to say anymore because you might want to play the game and figure it out. Amberden says, speaking of Coddle Ruddick, are you going to do the giveaway? Yes. We were going to do that today. Is it too late? What time is it? It's 4:30? Let's do that. We're going to do till 5. We're going to go to do another hour. How's that? Shall we give away? Do we have enough people here? How many people are here? Let's see. Watch a bunch of people show up as soon as we do a giveaway. Okay, we've got a lot of people watching. All right, we'll do the giveaway. I still don't have her put on the base yet. I really want to, oh, Mike. Mike's hyping me and I'm not sure I'm even ready. All right, so what Amberden is talking about is the Coddle Ruddick vampire bust. Let me show her. If you guys are interested in me giving this away before she's even on a plinth, I'm gonna have to see some hypes, lots of it, okay? Because otherwise I'm gonna wait. 67 people, yeah, that's a good amount. I wanna see, hold on, I'll go get the model. And you can decide. All right, here she is. He's been in chat longer than Mike. So this is the model. I needed to put her on this plinth, and I definitely will do that. I was gonna wait until she was completely put together to do the giveaway. All right, that's some hype. Thank you for the cheer. Oh my gosh, Paula's a pep. Okay, We're gonna, honest, there's only been a little bit of emotes. Krakenid. Got Luminous. Got the Banana Beast. Do you guys want me to give this away or do you want to wait? Just, we can wait. That's okay. I'll wait. Because I want to put her in the plinth. Oh, there was a network error. Did we lose chat? Oh, there's a whole bunch of emotes. My computer is fritzing out. That's what's going to happen is we're going to have so much fun. All right, I'm seeing lots of emotes, but they're just not in my main chat here. Let me try this. There we go. So let me go up. Now that's a pain. My actual PC has to reboot real quick. Let's see if I can do that. All right, I'm gonna go and set up the bot while you guys watch this, and we'll give her away, and I'll put the plinth on her to whoever gets her. Okay. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, this is a subscriber only entry, and the reason why we're doing this for subscribers only is because they support the stream the most, and I already said that this was going to be subscriber only before. You can enter up to 10 tickets this time. That's a lot. Usually I only get people 5 tickets, but you can do, like, I think it's tickets. Raffle ticket is now open. Buy up to 10 tickets with exclamation point tickets. You can purchase multiple times. Tickets cost 10 gold stars. You need to be following to enter, obviously. This is a subscriber only, and whoever wins it has to pay for the shipping, because it doesn't matter whether you live in the US or not. Because she's big and heavy, I want whoever wins it to pay for shipping, if that's okay. So make sure that you're okay with those things before you enter. Okay, thank you for the subscription, Don Peel. Don Peel wants to win her. That's awesome. Let's see, where am I gonna write now? Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot more subscriber giveaways in the future because I really wanna reward you guys. You guys help the stream a lot. It means a lot. I wanna share that love back to you. Here's my pen. All right. A lot of you just got subscriptions too, because we had a ton of people had subscriber giveaways recently. There you go, John Peel. Yeah, you can do exclamation point points to find out how many points you have. It takes 10 points to make a ticket. And then once you have one ticket, you can do exclamation point tickets, however many. Okay, we're gonna let that run. I'm gonna set an alarm in my phone, and we're gonna let that run for a while. Okay. All right, hang on one second. Where's my alarm? There we go. Timer. It is, we're gonna let that run for, we'll let it run until 5:15, which is 30 minutes, okay? Is that right? Yep. 31 minutes, technically. All right, when that goes off, I got my little timer, I'll choose a winner. Okay, guys, congratulations in advance. May the best random numbered person win. Random number generated chosen person. Did I finish giving away those remaining 4 minis? I did not. I don't think we're gonna do that today though, Lamunis. We'll give those away in, like later this week though, for sure. Lamunis is talking about these awesome little Spellcrow minis that I've got. This one is the Northern Dwarf with the shield and axe. Look at how cool he is. And then we've also got, this is a Hobgoblin with armor. Yeah, there he is, Hobgoblin with armor. There he is. Got a cool little knife. And this one is some kind of squig and a Hypnotoad. They're awesome and cute as heck. So we'll be giving away 2 of those together. And then there's one more other one that is over here somewhere. Is that it? That's not it. Bear with me. Those are from, is it this one? Yeah. Oh yeah, there's this one, this dwarf. Isn't he awesome? Yeah, dwarf with two-handed hammer. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so all those are gonna be given away later this week. And yep, that'll be so much fun. Come back and watch me give those away. You didn't see the sub flourish? I missed it. Did I miss it? What did I miss? I'm sorry, Cat Hip. Damo, hello. Hold on, I missed a bunch, didn't I? Cat Herder. Oh, you didn't see the sub flourish. Yes, so okay, it's okay, Cat Herder. You're a sub though, aren't you? 2-month subscriber. Okay, so just remember, if you're entering the giveaway, you need to be a sub and you need to be present and you need to also pay for shipping, whether you live in the US or not, for this one, because this gal is heavy and I want to make sure that she gets to where she's going the right thing and all that. Okay, I'm looking here. Subscribers only. Enter the drawing for the Painted Vampire Princess bust. Tickets numbered. Enter exclamation point tickets number to enter 5 gold stars per ticket. And then you can check your points to find out how many tickets you've got. A lot of you guys have lots of tickets. Okay? Moku, thank you so much for the follow. Let's finish painting on this guy's teeth. I really want to get his teeth done. So remember, the giveaway is subscriber only. And we will check and make sure. Okay, let's look at his teeth. He kind of looks like a cartoon, doesn't he? Oops. He's got some big front teeth. Now a little bit of the blue mixed in with that so we get the opaque version of Moonray. Yeah, it looks better. Wouldn't it be funny if the first tooth was like a big gold tooth? Sonlin1, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, anonymous gifter gave Sonlin1 a tier 1 sub. That's so sweet. Whoever you are, thank you. Yeah, I share with my brother due to money costs, and he already uses model. He already used it. He used it already. That's so nice. Now you can, if you have the points from watching, you can spend them then. Okay? This is such a generous giving chat. We have some of the best followers here. A lot of people, super generous people, really. He's got some little striations in his teeth that I want to trying to put some ink in or something and try to get. I think the next time Mike and I play a new settlement with Kingdom Death, like a brand new settlement, we'll try the Dragon Kings, because if you start putting the Dragon King in right away, it's like its own adventure. It's an expansion, so it will change the game completely. If you can't, I mean, you probably shouldn't just add it in the middle. That's my guess. With all the expansions Kingdom Death has, it's pretty much you're never gonna play every single expansion. I mean, unless you play every weekend, like a lot, then maybe. We don't play it nearly that much. We need to get our game group back and start playing again. All right, before I miss too much chat, things always go crazy whenever we have. Sonlin, if you don't have enough tickets, then you probably need to buy less. Can you try to do exclamation point tickets and an amount? If you don't have any tickets, then you've not been watching the show enough. There you go. You have 5 tickets, Damo? That seems odd. Okay, so you can use 5 tickets. No, you need, oh my gosh, guys. You must have spent your tickets on previous things then too. If somebody in chat wants to give their tickets away, you can feel free to. I'm not gonna give any tickets away because I really want this to go to somebody who's here all the time, but it's up to you. I will pick whoever wins. Okay. Go. Nice teeth. Damo says, unfortunately, you're a hoarder. Oh, that's funny. Togar, I think you gotta do exclamation point ticket space 5, but I'm not sure. Can somebody confirm that? Amberden says, painting the teeth really makes the model pop with an evil grin. I agree. I agree. Yes, so you do need a space. So exclamation point, tickets, and then a space. And then the number of tickets you're trying to buy. So there we go. Alrighty, good, good. All right, that's looking good. He's looking crazy now, huh? Okay, I need to let all that dry. I feel like the eyes, we need to do the eyes now because he's actually got 4 eyes. We're gonna do shark eyes and we're gonna do black ink in there. And I know I just found that ink. Is that it? Yes, nope, that's just flat black. I should put my glasses back on so I can find the colors. Paint it, yeah. The teeth are amazing, thank you. They're not even close to where I want them yet. Just wait. Let's do we're gonna use Inktense Black. I am going to put that into, there we go. I want that real shark-like. That's our theme. When the shark bites and its teeth are pearly white. When the shark bites. Have you seen the Steve Martin monologue? I don't know if it's a monologue, but it's like a skit on Saturday Night Live. And he just keeps singing that one line over and over again. Cracks me up. I love old Steve Martin. 2 wild and crazy guys. All right, I'm going to use a little purple around the edge of his mouth. And the gums. Yeah, that looks cool. I feel like brown. I know this sounds nuts, but I feel like we need some kind of brown. Let's try this. Like an Agrax or a shade brown. Do I have it? Why can't I find anything when I'm looking for it? I had a Agrax gloss somewhere. Is it? Yes, the gloss. That's what I want. 4 eyes, nerd. Exactly. All right, let's do the gloss on the teeth. Like he's got dried blood stuck in his teeth because he is not a brusher. Because look, his hands are giant wing things. He can't brush teeth. So yeah, he's gonna have old cakey brown gross teeth. Look at that. See, we got that right there. We're gonna do another one. I'm just brushing it right on the bottoms of the teeth. Looks cool, doesn't it? Thank you for the follow. Cooties 2K as opposed to Cooties 1K, right? And on the back of the ends so that he can have, go. Yes, I like it, the staining. I added a little bit more black to this side because it is a smidge more shadow. Ooh. Now, back to the brown. I like it. I like it a lot. I love it. Sweet. You like that sound effect? Yeah, if you have something to ask me, just do @Shoshie's Minis and that'll make sure I see it. Did I get schmutz on his neck? I did. Let's see if I can scrub it off with the dry brush. It might come off. Yeah, it's coming off a little bit. All right, that means we can try to cover it all. Let's see. What's... I'm teaching you guys Yiddish. I'm so proud. All right, that's better. That's much better. What? It's part ego trip. Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's kind of funny that you say that, Amberden. Kind of looks like a cheesy grin. It does. That's what I think is funny about it. All right, now I'm just coming back in the front, getting some of that. I like what I've done, but then I made a little bit of a too much shadow some places. Yeah, I like that. I really want a warmer brown. Let me see what I've got. Maybe I've got some Seraphine Sepia. This is going to be yellowy. I don't want that. I want... Let's try the Game Ink with the reddish color. Maybe that will look okay. Yeah, let's try it. I mixed it with the Agrax Earthshade. So I got a dark brown at least. Mix a little purple in it too. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is gonna be weird or not. Hopefully it'll be good. Oh, yes! Yes! It makes things look a little less crazy, right? Because his teeth aren't quite so big with that shadow. So there is a lot of black ink in that area. Flip it upside down. Better, 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 better. Much better. Oh! Love. Loving it. And that makes me happy. He's so cool. All right, we got to figure out the horn color, and I think that's a good question. I think the teeth and the horn should look kind of similar. See what happens when we just start adding the Moonray flesh. And we'll add a little bit of this purpley color right here. That's pretty. I like that. I like that a lot. You guys see it okay? Yeah. Did I airbrush this? All I did was airbrush prime it, Sonlin. I didn't get a chance to airbrush it because it sat on my shelf of shame for forever and a year and a half and 2 years, and I never got around to it. So it's been a lot of. So we've only got really half of him done, and so we're just kind of working out what the basic pattern's going to be. I think that we're going to keep painting him. What do you guys think? Do you want me to keep painting him? in the other days. Green Proxy, thank you for that follow. Welcome. So if you want me to keep painting him on Wednesday, let me know in the comments. I'd like to see what you guys think. There we go. I'm just kind of blending in that color with that. Say yes, finish painting him. Bobo says, looking at the sculpt, it throws me when you say, oh, that looks pretty. Yeah, usually. Have I given my new airbrush a go? Yes, Bulos, I want to show you what I've done with it. Hold on a second, I'll go get it. Real quick, I gotta make sure this... There we go. I want to make sure that line stayed nice and tight. There we go. Look at that. He's looking good. Gary. Okay, let me show you what I've been doing with the airbrush, the new airbrush. Okay, I've been working on this girl. Look at her. Trying to get a kind of a cocoa kind of skin, a very light brown, and it's been really tricky. I need to probably add a little bit more tan, probably tan or yellow to the highlights, but I'm not sure yet. So, but anyway, that's what I've been working on. I need to probably do some more airbrushing on her. Tan or ivory somehow. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way. We're going to be painting her next week on stream. Yes, it's from Chimera. And they're going to be giving me a discount code on that model. And so you guys will be able to go ahead and get her if you want at a discount, if you end up wanting one for yourself. Nice benefit of painting a promo model like that. Let's see, so we'll do this shade right there. Oops, I'm way off cam. Hold on a second. There we go. I did get my hands on Naoti, and I really, really wanted to paint her, and they actually contacted me because I kind of said as much on their Facebook page, and they're like, hey, we could send her to you if you promise to paint her on your stream. And I was like, that's not a bad idea because I kind of love that model. Now, I don't do that for a lot of people because I don't usually paint models for credit, but that one I definitely wanted to paint. Actually really, really rare that I'll find something that I want to paint like that. Okay, we got some different stuff going on there. Let's see. Get the dark back in here. Yeah. I think we can probably make this side blend it in a little better. There we go. That's pretty. Yeah, it is funny to say that's pretty about this guy. He's so rough looking. All right, now, same thing I want to do that I did with the teeth. I want to act like these are some kind of... Let's see if I can do this. Not sure I want to do this yet. I'm going to play around. Almost like these are some kind of tusk, right? Ooh, I kind of like that. They are some kind of tusk. Okay. I need to let things dry because I'm going a little too fast. I like that too. I just like the different colors it's making as I'm putting that filter over it with the wash. It's pretty. Okay, that's got to dry. Let's do a little bit more over here. Ah, love. I love what the wash did to that dark color over here. Very pretty. Okay, did we get all his eyes? Yes, we did. Okay. Now, just like a shark, I want to try to make this a point. I don't know if I can, there we go. I might have to get another brush. Let me get a different brush because this is not pointy enough. Woo! Dropping my glasses on the floor. There. Well, it probably will be back in stock when they do the coupon code. So that will be something special for you guys. So you'll have to keep your eyes out for that stream. And we're going to do that next week. Next week. Okay, got some white on my brush now. It's a tiny brush. So nifty. If you feel inspired, go for it. It's funny, instructive to see you have fun painting big models. Good. All right, well, we will. I like that color. I love that color that wash is doing. Okay. Let's try this. That's cool. Do another one on this little bitty eyes, almost like creepy spider eyes. Ew, I like it. Cool. Ah, oh, he's mean looking. Giving a white highlight down the front of that tooth. Oh. Let's see. All right, let's do, I'm using the small tiny brush with the sandstone again. Try to get the trouble with a little bitty brush is that your brush is going to dry out on you quicker than anything. There we go. There we go. Getting in there. Looks like he's got, oh, okay, I see what that is. And then I'm gonna get the highlights on the gums. A little bit of orange. Let's add a little bit of orange to that gum line. see what happens. Watch this. Wait, more orange. Ooh, I like it. All right, let me check chat. I keep forgetting. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it very well could be in stock sooner. Reminds you of Mr. Burns. It does, it does. That's so funny. Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. Look at that. Is that starting to look scary a little bit? I think so. Having the small brush is helping me quite a bit here. Okay. Ooh, cat hair, guys. Found one. All right, let's get these little pieces of gumminess. I'm gonna flip them upside down. So it'll, woo, oh, it's time. It's already been 31 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do the giveaway, okay? Looks a little more demented than scary. Oh, yeah, that's okay too. He's probably, yeah, look at him. He's not very scary looking. Somebody take a screenshot or like make a clip because that's hilarious. Screenshot and send that to me. Yeah, cat hair, take a drink. All right, let's go do the drawing. Let's go pick a winner. Remember, you have to pay for shipping, period. If you're in the States or out of the States, okay? You also have to be a subscriber and we'll check. All right, I'll be right back. All right, the winner of the bust is Bulos. I hope that you're here. Oh, it says follower. Uh-oh, wait. Bulos is a subscriber. I'm pretty sure that he's got a subscription. Okay. Bulos, yes, you won. You won this girl right here. This is gonna be yours. You're gonna get an original Shoshie's Bust Mini. I'm gonna send it to you. You just have to send me your information. And the best way to do it is to send it to me on Facebook, but if you don't have Facebook, then you can send it through any of my social medias. Just make sure that you put that it's Bulos so I know who you are. Right, and I'll be putting her onto her plinth before I send it, or maybe I'll just drill this hole so that you can put her in, and that way she won't get damaged or anything. That'll be perfect. Anyway, yes, congratulations. He says, I don't believe you. No, I just told you, you won. We picked your name. The bot even said so. Yay, hype. Look at that smiling face. See, Bulos, you won the mini. I'm loving that brown. I'm loving it. That made the mini right there. We need to do that on his back spine thing too. Oh, I love it. I'm so happy. I really want to get this done and be able to put that square, paint something big. I might do his tail off stream because that might get boring. Your smile is bigger than his. Is it? So exciting. That's great. I'm so good. Okay, so send me your info, Bulos, and we'll get that to you. Okay? Gotta agree on the light brown. I know, I really like that color. That's really pretty with that purple. And on his teeth too. All right, let's see. We got some more time, so we're gonna paint a little bit more. He does look like I know, he does look like a shark with these eyes. We're gonna do some more things to the teeth too, or to the eyes to make them look even cooler and stand out a little bit more. because we want people to look at them, so we're gonna have to highlight those a little bit. Let's do this. Let's do that now. Let's do sandalwood. Yeah. Gotta do some wet blending in there with my grays. I think I might need to put more gray on my palette. Eclipse gray, there it is. That's better. Mix that with my sandstone. See, that's gonna have them be popping out a lot more. More gray. Mike is home. Hello. All right, we are very close to the end of our stream. We still have about 5:30 till we're done? Okay. Get the little nose things here. And what I'll do with this, now that this is, see, we've got a little bit of a mold line there, or mold, yeah, a little bit of a mold line. I'm not gonna worry too much. Now the moonray flesh. This is the part where I want things to look almost white. Isn't that cool looking? So we did a couple different layers. We did the sandstone and then the gray back over it to kind of blend that in, and now the white, or the moonray flesh, sorry, moonray flesh. Let me check chat. It got real active. Willow said the Vampire Queen is the model you painted on your Build Along series. And how you found my Twitch stream. Willows, that's so amazing. That, I bet you're just in disbelief right now, aren't you? That's so fantastic. It was meant to be, huh? Definitely meant to be. That's so cool. So now you need to go and get one of the models from Coddle Ruddick. And that way you have the original like I painted, and then try to paint one of your own. Or not. You can always just admire mine, and but the paint along is pretty fun. I like this guy. He's good. He's looking good. Okay, I need to use a bigger brush because the little bitty brush is bugging me. See how I'm wet blending that in there? There we go. So excited for Bolos. That is so cool. So if you guys didn't catch that, he'd watched my YouTube video of the paint along of the Coddle Ruddick bus, and that's how he found my Twitch channel, which is awesome. And then he ended up winning her. Definitely looks like an animal now, huh? Oh, wow. That changed it a lot. Look at that face. Ooh, now I definitely want to get in here with the white. My whole idea behind this color scheme is that it's kind of cold and oh, I love him. Look, guys. He looks very lizard-esque in a way. I don't know. Let's do the Drucci Violet over the top. Need to water that down a lot. That got really saturated. So now we got to do the blues. All right, bear with me. I'm going to check chat because I realize I'm missing it. Hi, Zenered. How are you doing? Good night, Amberden. Thanks so much for tuning in and modding for us. All right, I got to take glasses off because his face is a little bit difficult. Look at that. So we're adding the blue to kind of cool things down because we had it really warm before. Yeah, that's much better with the little blues. He's intimidating me. All right, let's blend that in super quick because I feel like that's gonna dry all crunchy if I don't. Ooh, thank you for the tips, for the bits, Joanne. Wow, thank you so much. Joanne, mad love to you. Oops, let me get my hands back on here. His inner peppercorn is showing, yes. Yes, yeah, that's true. Look at that face. Oh my goodness, I love him. Thank you for those bits, Joanne. You are the leaderboard person now, huh? See, by making that real light around his eyes too, not only do we focus the attention back to his face rather than his teeth, but we also, yeah, I love it. He's so funny. He's just not, I can't take him seriously. Look at this guy. He's grinning too much. Let me see if I can add some more brown to his teeth to chill those teeth out a little bit. Not quite so crazy now. Yeah, that's better. Slightly. Thank you for the follow, Steel Sabs. That's right. Thank you. Tooth decay, yes. Well, we talked about how he probably never brushed his teeth because his hands our giant wings. I guess he could maybe pick a tooth with a little bit of maybe with a little bit of a wingtip. I don't know. Gonna be smoothing out that line because I got a kind of a hard line right there. Let's do that on all of them. That's better. Oh, Tasmania7, thank you for that subscription. Wow, you were Cajun Mage just gifted to Tasmania. Thank you so much. Let's write your name down, and we're going to write down Cajun Mage as well. Did you see that, Tasmania? Now you have all our moats. Tasmania7 and Cajun Mage we're going to write down for doing that. There we go. That was so generous. Thank you. Willis says he might not blush, but I think he would floss. Yes. Oh, brush, but he maybe flosses. Now things aren't quite so. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Okay, but it is that time. I'm just gonna do a few more blue highlights to get him. Yeah, that's what he needs, is right here, is these little blue highlights to set off his eyes. Does kind of have an inner peppercorn thing going on, doesn't he? That's awesome. I think that what's bugging me is his chin isn't done yet. We did a good job for 3 hours. We got a big portion of his back and pretty much a good chunk of his head done. What do you think? I think we could probably finish, I could probably do the tail off stream, and then we can probably finish the other part of his body, potentially. I don't know. It's going to take a few streams to get him done. I might have to work on him off stream too. Yeah, wet blending is fast, and I love it for exactly that reason. How does my commission stuff work? Model newbie, you gotta message me and I will tell you how that works. Okay? How the investor, we still have to finish. She's now on my shelf of shame. She's newly added to it because I still have to finish her and her little golf bag of arrows that she has. Look up the mouth of Sauron, and he has really, oh, I will. That's a good idea. I'll check that out. All right, guys, let's look for somebody to host. It is Monday. Let me just check real quick. Make sure that there's, see who I get to host today. Okay. Looks like Rainer and Jan are not on. I'll go see here. Okay, miniatures. Here we go, miniature figures. Let's see. Studio J7 looks like he might be painting minis, but I can't tell. Nope, he looks like he's making cosplay. There's Maharoon. She is on. Let's see if we can find somebody who would be surprised. Katie Pult is painting. Let's raid her. We're gonna raid Katie Pult. Painting, mini painting with the Pult. All right. I I've seen her before, and she has also hosted us before too. She's a sweetheart. She watches the stream. All right, when you guys get to the, let's do exclamation point Mad Love, so that when you get into her stream, let's give her a big raid with lots of emotes, so she'll be blown away. There we go. You can cut and paste that. If you have our emotes, you can use our emotes, whichever you like. Katie Pult, where is she? There she is. She's got 3 people watching her, guys. So we're gonna give her an awesome, amazing raid. All right, and I will be back on Wednesday. All right, so come back on Wednesday from 6 to 9 p.m. All right, guys, take care.